I remember when I was homeless, I felt like I had no family and no friends and no one that cared about me. And if people did t- say they cared about me, a lot of times it seemed fake, like they were trying to take advantage of me. And I was taken advantage of a few times, but it helped me grow as a person, obviously. It's a lesson learned. And I didn't appreciate it, and I don't appreciate it now. It's unfortunate it had to happen. And I wish I could go back and talk to myself and help myself and try not to be taken advantage of. And it just seemed like no one was there to help me. I mean, it crossed my mind plenty of times. There were definitely moments I thought, what's the point? What's the point of going on? Or what's the point of even trying to better my life, especially when society looks at me like I'm a piece of garbage and they just see me as human trash. Why would I why would I attempt to try and better myself or do good in society when society doesn't care about me? Uh, I don't know, a dream of a better future. That's what kept me going. If you asked me 15 years ago where I thought I would be, I would probably say I'd be dead in a gutter somewhere many years before before now even. And I would not imagine life would have turned out the way it had for me. And even to this day, it surprises me how far I've come. Even in the past 6 months, things have changed so gradually for me. So it's just I've always been improving, and it's part of these skills that I've learned, these life skills that have helped me develop myself continually to continually become a better person. And that's that's kind of what's been keeping me going, is knowing that, even tomorrow I'm going to be a better person than I am today. I was hoping that perhaps I can change it all, make it all, just redo everything and make it better. So I had a crap family and I wanted to have a better family. And I had bad relationships. I wanted to make better relationships. I had bad career uh, prospects, I guess you could call them, and I wanted to make those better. And I just wanted everything to be better than what it was, because I just felt like I was like the biggest loser in the world. I mean, now I'm just a moderate loser, but it's an improvement. Uh, I mean, even before I was homeless, I probably wasn't doing the best for myself. I didn't really care too much about what my situation was or how it was going. Or yeah, I was pretty apathetic to the world. And then once I became homeless and I ended up sleeping outside for a few days and just going into the shelter system and seeing all these people, it kind of opened my eyes. Like, I don't want to be like that. I definitely don't want to be like that. I want to try to do something better for myself. So it's almost this exposure to what my life could be like, just by witnessing it other people, changed my whole outlook on life. I couldn't be the same guy I was. I couldn't be this apathetic loser. I'm gonna say loser again, but I couldn't be that person anymore. I'm not even sure what I initially thought I'd get out of it. At the time, I was probably initially just looking for a paycheck, but I'm so happy I went there for more than just that. It was more than a paycheck. Obviously, the skills, even though I didn't know about it right away, or I couldn't feel the changes within me, I definitely did change from the beginning of the program to the end. And I've grown as so much of a person yeah, so by the time I got my next job, I can, I had these good habits already forming, and I wanted to continue on those good habits, which helped me succeed and thrive in my next career or my next job. And it just kept building up from there on and on and on, these good habits. And yeah, it got me where I am today. I feel like some of the days is as simple as it is, but building cutting boards with the other apprentices, it was just fun. Like we were all hanging out, we were all friends, we were we were doing fun stuff, making cool things, and I know we just loved it. By the end of like every week, we would look at some of the stuff we made, and we're like, "Wow, look, we made this. This is amazing." And that's part of what makes Trades Guild so successful, I believe, is these people, they can't believe what they were able to create with their own hands. And just, a little bit of effort over the course of a week or two, they can make some amazing things that blows their mind. They never thought would be possible before we came along to help them. Yeah, over the years, so I've been at this for 15 years. And I know Tom, anytime I need help or anything, if I ever call him, I know he's ready to answer his phone and help me. He'll put aside what he needs to come and help me. Like he does that for all of his students. And I'm so happy that he's willing to do that, and he cares so much about the students. And yeah, anytime anything bad happens, whether if I had a messy breakup, or if I need a new job, or if, I'm deciding to go move houses or anything, like he's always there to lend an ear. So it's always been helpful. Well, learning a trade is very versatile because you can learn so many different skills. There's problem solving, and there's just how to work with your body, hand-eye coordination. You can I guess you can visualize processes. You can work with a team. You can work as a team. Like I said, it's very artistic, very interesting. So it's always really good to see a job go from beginning to end, and you're impressed by it. So there's stuff that I built years ago, and whenever I can, I like to go back and see it and compare it to see how it's weathered, see how it's fared. And I tell people, I say, hey, I made that, I did that. Oh, you see, this is something I did over here, and it's always interesting. It's always a good conversation starter. Some of the biggest emotional breakthroughs I had was just through building relationships. So when I was homeless, I felt like I had no family, no friends, no one that cared about me. But when I went to Trades Guild, it was great because we were kind of all in this together. Everyone was in the same situation. We're all like, none of us are better than any of us. And it was good to just know that we're all going through these difficulties, these challenges. So we're not looking down on each other. We're not trying to take advantage of each other. We're genuinely there to help each other. And that to me was a huge breakthrough. That helped me out so much in knowing that these relationships exist and that people do care about each other. Now I feel a lot more hopeful than I used to, definitely. Because I've seen it. I've seen how I've grown. I've seen my career grow. I've seen how I've grown as a person. And my family sees how I've grown as well as a person, and I love it. I love seeing this change in myself, this positive change, and I know it's only going to go up as long as I continue developing these good habits, as long as I keep doing better and being a better person. I know that in the future it's going to be an amazing, bright future for myself. But my wife and daughter, obviously, I wouldn't have had them or have even met them if it wasn't for trying to get my life on track. And it's things like that. Like if I didn't get my life on track, I wouldn't have done some of these amazing things I've done, and I wouldn't have met the people I've met or made the friends that I've made. And I'd probably still be homeless. I'd still probably be just dealing with people that were similar to me at that situation. and I've I just want to try and be better than what it was. I don't want to be one of those people that can be taken advantage of, or that, these false friends that didn't care about you. The biggest thing is don't give up. Try, like, showing up and being there is one of the toughest challenges you can do, whatever it happens to, whatever the challenge happens to be, is just stepping up to the challenge. And it's one of the most difficult skills, and I'm still learning it as well, and it never ends. You have to step up, you have to do what it takes, and it's going to be hard. It's not always going to be easy. You still got to do it, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it by the end, because look at my life. I've stepped up to the plate again and again and again, and nothing but success has come from it. And there has been failures, but it's fine. There's minor setbacks. They're insignificant in the long run. Well, I would be thankful for the people donating to Trades Guild and the people supporting Trades Guild that allow myself to continue kind of paying it forward to help people, and help people that were just like me. And we've helped countless students over the years, and being able to help more and more people that were just like me. Like, I couldn't imagine if I didn't have the support that I had back then. I have no idea where I'd be. So I'm so grateful for the donators, the people that were there to support back then. And I know that there's, just another version of me out there as well that also needs help, and we want to help them. So we're grateful that we're given the opportunity to find them and help them through Trades Guild and through the support of others.